October's almost over. Why the heck haven't I been drawing? That's the topic for tonight. Join me as I do a little sketching, a lot of rambling, and I just thinking out loud about the art challenges that take place in October, why I'm not actively participating this year, why this video looks a little different than most others, and who knows what else. Let's have some fun. This video is going to look a little different than most. I'm actually filming it on my iPhone with just my desk lamps, the microphone on the phone itself. I'm going to try to edit it all completely on the phone in like Adobe Rush, just to kind of test out a different workflow. Actually, I'm editing it on my computer after all because Premiere Rush and my iPhone were not seeing eye to eye. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is we're heading into the final week of October as I film this, and aside from day one, I haven't really participated in any of the October art challenges. So why? So maybe some of you are in the same boat. I don't think it's a super huge deal, but I'm gonna draw something tonight, and I do have a few other drawings coming up that I wanna knock out. So I figured why not just film a quick video along the way. So what's going on this month? Historically, if you have followed any of my work on any of the channels in the past, you know that I've usually been a big fan of Inktober. It's 31 drawings, 31 ink drawings in 31 days, happens all through October, has a really cool name, really cool hashtag. It's been fun to participate in the past. Last year, you may notice I didn't finish it. I even created a video about that experience. First and foremost, I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge one of the big things that happened this year that were a factor for a lot of artists deciding to not participate in Inktober, and that was the plagiarism allegations against Inktober founder Jake Parker. I'm not going to linger on that too much because I'm not super well versed in it, and that wasn't even a super huge factor for me personally because I had already made some decisions even prior to that. I did, before filming this video, try to see if there were any updates online to what had happened in that situation, but the stuff that came up in my feed were still about a month or so old. So if you know of any updates, if you know of anything that's gone on with that, feel free to put some links in the comments. I'd love to kind of check it out. Obviously, that was a big factor for a lot of people this year. There's been a kind of a bad taste in a lot of artists' mouths regarding the challenge, regarding Jake and that kind of a thing. Like I said, I'm not going to linger on that here in this video because I was already sort of not planning to participate this year, even prior to that. So for me, the decision came down to some other things. Now, if you followed any of my work from last year's challenge, you noticed that I didn't complete it last year. So for me, as much as I've loved the challenge in the past, it's always been tricky for me to try and take that on in October for a variety of reasons. I think I might have mentioned some of those in that other video. But this year, as I started thinking about Inktober and as we were getting closer to October, I realized, one, I had a lot of other personal projects that I want to try to work on that Inktober would have really just kind of taken me away from, even more so than I'm already away from them. Number two, one of my goals this year was really to give more emphasis and more attention to my YouTube channel. So while quite a bit of that this year has been art-related videos, there's also been a few other fun things scattered in throughout the year. And if you've seen the previous videos to this, you saw some travel stuff with the family. We just went up to Disney for a couple of days last month, and I've gotten a couple of videos out so far. I've still got one or two things I'd like to do with that, but those have taken me a lot longer to get out than I intended to. I've been taxing my other computer with some of that stuff. So that's one of the other reasons why I'm trying this whole phone process for this video, just to test it out. So one is I wanted to work on more video. Two is I had personal art projects that I really want to try to tend to. Three is I am a part-time artist. I don't devote full-time hours to this stuff, so I'm limited with the amount of time that I can work on projects. So, and then four, honestly, is even with just Inktober in and of itself, or even rather than just saying Inktober, with art challenges in October, I sort of feel like, are we at like peak October art challenge? We have Inktober, we have Arttober, we have Drawloween, we have, I've seen Wrestlinktober this year, and several other hashtags. I've even seen Not Inktober, hashtag Not Inktober, which I think is a reaction to some of the stuff I mentioned earlier. But I just feel like there's an awful lot of these things out there. And don't take this the wrong way. If you are getting value out of doing this work, if you're creating cool creative content every day, if you're improving your craft through these daily challenges and daily exercises, more power to you, rock on. That's how I was a few years ago with Inktober. And you know, it helped me quite a bit to get back into it. But last year, this year, I've seen some of that excitement wane personally. I still enjoy drawing, even though you probably can't tell from the lack of content this month. But I have sketch covers I'm trying to knock out for upcoming store appearances. I have actually still some pages from a personal comic that I'm trying to wrap up and put together. I've got other ideas in mind for just personal projects. And while I could have potentially woven some of those into an Inktober theme, and I consider that. I thought about maybe doing 31 sketch covers in October. I wasn't sure if it was sustainable for me this month. So that's really just it in a nutshell. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you participating in any of the art challenges that are going on this month? If so, what hashtag or hashtags are you using? Are you posting your videos here on YouTube? Have you discovered any new artists because of these? That's a big thing I didn't even mention in this video, was that it's, even if I'm not actively participating, I still every once in a while find myself browsing the hashtags, and it's a lot of fun to see some of the work that is being created. But yeah, just for this year, for me, I'm just kind of taking the year off, doing my own thing. Maybe next year I will get back on the saddle and be excited again. But anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble. Hope you enjoyed the drawing. If you did, feel free to leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you can know when new content's put out. And that's it for tonight. So thanks again, and take care, everybody.